Hi folks, Bob Collins for Diver Supply. The other day I got a response to a post that I did in a thread on Scuba Board. And if you guys haven't been to Scuba Board, it's a lot of fun to participate in, and you can be as involved as you want to with it. The thread asked, what kind of fins do you use? And probably a number of months ago, I don't even really remember, I posted that I use Maury's Xtremes. I have a pair of RK3s, and I also dive Sea Novas. Yesterday, I had somebody ask me, so why do you use those three fins and in what particular circumstance? And they were asking for suggestions. So I thought I'd take a minute and just kind of go through these three fins and answer that question, post it on Scuba Board. So let's take a look at them. Number one, the Maury's Xtreme. Now the Maury's Xtreme is it's kind of an unusual looking fin in that it is a reactive or hinged fin, like what you see right here. And of course, it also has little holes in the foot pocket. And it also has some venting in the fin blade, and the fin blade has flexibility. Now, the closest thing I can compare this blade to right here would be a fish's fin. So if you look at a fish in an aquarium and you see that basically the ribs of the fin are fairly stiff, like what you've got right here, and then the membrane of the fin is flexible, kind of like what you see right here, then that's what this fin tends to mimic. Now, one of the things you're going to notice on all of these three fins is the fact that they have an open area, and what is known many times in the industry as this is kind of a dead spot, so that when you kick down, if this is a flat piece of plastic, then as you kick against the water, then it tends to just cause resistance as you're pushing. Now, when you've got openings like what you see here, then it vents through and you only have the thrust coming off this part of the fin. And I think I've described in some of the other videos the fact that you've got a rail, the rail's meant to be stiff, the actual blade flexes like what you see here, and that causes the thrust to come off the end of the fin. Now, I'll tell you this fin is extremely light. This fin only weighs 1.3 pounds. And to give you some understanding, the RK3 weighs 2.75 pounds, and the Sea Nova weighs about 1.9, so it's kind of in between the two of these. But these are extremely light, and you may not think about it, but every time you move your foot underwater, you're moving that weight. Even though you tend to be weightless, you're still moving that weight. So a couple of little things is I really enjoy using these teaching in the pool because they are so lightweight, and I enjoy the holes in the foot pocket, and they're for two reasons. The main reason is when you try to pull your foot out, there's no suction. In other words, there's water in here and you pull your foot out. These holes alleviate any suction on your foot. So if you're hanging on a boat ladder and you're trying to reach down and get your fin off, and of course this also has a really nice big finger loop on the back and bungees, which I love. So this has the ability to allow you to just slide your foot out. In addition, when you're kicking down and your booty is in this, there's always a little bit of space where you've got your booty in. There's a little bit of space right here around the end of the pocket. So as you're moving through the water, it's called parachute effect. A lot of you free divers, that's why you wear full foot fins and no booties, is you basically eliminate any parachute effect. So any water that goes in here just goes right out those holes. So lightweight, comfort, things like that is why I really enjoy this fin. One other little note is the fact that these fins are extremely adjustable, even though they are bungee style. And what I mean by that is the bungee and the pair of fins actually come with some spacers. So what you're doing is you're able to unscrew the fin mount like this. You get a spacer like this. This screws on, and you can get extra spacers if you need. And then of course you put the mount back on here, and it's extremely efficient, and it just makes it so much more comfortable and easy to work with than per se some of these others that maybe, depending on the style of booty, if you change your booty every year or something like I do because of the chlorine in the pool, if you get a slightly different size booty, then it makes it easy for you to adjust the strap for the comfort on your foot. Now the Apeks RK3 is a very, very enjoyable fin. I like it because now usually when I'm diving open water with students, I'll use this fin. And this is really a comfortable fin. It's much shorter than these other two fins. It's wider, and of course this is kind of a carryover of the old rockets and jets that I used while I was in the Navy. But it was one of these fins that when you want to go, you can go. And a lot of times I'm working with students and I need to assist somebody, I need to get to them very quickly. And when I'm also easy to do a helicopter turn underwater, or frog kick backwards, that sort of thing. These come with a spring strap. The big finger hole on the back is easy to grasp, and it's pretty comfortable, but it's a heavier fin. Now you'll notice that a lot of these are pretty bright, and of course they all come in solid black. As an instructor, I kind of like being easy to identify when students are looking to follow whoever they need to follow, or for somebody to recognize me underwater. Now, the other fin that I'm going to show you, this Sea Wing Nova, is the fact, it looks kind of weird. It uses a lot of technology, like you see these winglets right here. So when you kick down, these winglets actually will move up almost in a horizontal situation like this, and it keeps the water flowing off the end of the fin and the thrust moving off the end. Now, the Nova is the only fin here that comes with a lifetime warranty. It also has a reactive joint right here. Now these have changed over the past few years, and they first came out in an orange color known as Gorillas, and you could tell those because the end here is a gray color instead of black. But these first came in orange to signify dive masters and instructors, so it'd be easy to see. Now they have all kind of different very colorful monoprenes to match many of the ScubaPro accessories and such out there. Now the Nova, its bungee is a true rubber and material type bungee there. It's not as easy. You can get longer ones. So if you've got a very narrow foot but a longer foot, maybe using a smaller foot pocket, then you're able to get a longer set of bungees, but it's not quite as easy to adjust as the Xtremes over here. But it's a very comfortable. Now, I tend to use my Novas when I'm just out relaxing, which is not very often, but I'm out diving and relaxing. I'll put a picture up here of me down in the Caribbean diving. But they're very comfortable, they're easy to kick, and of course when you want to go, if you kick hard, then it's going to really move you through the water. Little caution, the gorillas are stiff. My son actually uses the standard Novas, and he borrowed my gorillas one time, and he commented that they're like wearing a board on the bottom of your foot. But hey, not a big deal. It's up to you as far as what kind of resistance that you want. So hopefully the gentleman that asked me a question, this kind of answers. For you, I'm going to recommend the Xtremes. And I think that's the best pick for somebody that wants a more relaxed fin, a lightweight fin, that sort of thing. Next, I'd probably go Novas, and last, RK3s are going to be for a little stronger leg. So again, I'm Bob Collins for Diver Supply. Appreciate you watching this little discussion about these three fins. Hope it brought you some information you may not have had before. We appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed, reach down there and hit the subscribe button. And again, dive safe out there. See you later.
Pink, yellow, black, white. That's all you need to know. Oh, orange.
Orange.
These are the best.
Okay.